So let's take a look at the recipe. So here in a big mixing bowl, I've taken 1 cup of butter and I'm adding 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. You can just use regular sugar and powder it in your mixer. Now it would help to have the butter at room temperature. It makes the process really easier. Now we're just going to whisk the butter and the sugar well together till they combine well, and you get this very nice consistency, a smooth consistency. So this takes about 4 to 5 minutes, but then your mixture has to turn from a pale yellow to a pale white, and this is required for this recipe, or it is really key to the recipe if you want to have those really light and beautiful cookies. So we are going to whisk it. You can use an electric mixer, but even a hand mixer, a normal whisk takes, it does the job well, and it just takes about 4 to 5 minutes. Now we're just going to add about 2 tablespoons of milk. We're going to mix this again. Now we're going to add about 3/4 of a teaspoon rather, of vanilla essence or extract, as well as 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Now get all of that in well by whisking. And now we're just going to use about 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour or maida. We're going to add a little bit at a time, and we are going to fold it in and not whisk it in, but we're going to fold it in with the cut and fold method. So just add a little at a time and fold it in. And then we're just going to get our hands in, and we are going to knead this to a nice soft and smooth dough. And once we've kneaded this to a nice soft and smooth dough, we're going to let it sit in the refrigerator for at least an hour. That will really help you to make the cookies well. They'll not get cracks in them, and the end result is going to be simply beautiful. So once we've kneaded it, we're just going to cover it. You can cover it with just a plain kitchen napkin, a cloth napkin, and put it into your refrigerator to sit for an hour. Now after an hour, we're just going to take a little bit of maida or all-purpose flour and just dust any surface where you normally make your cookies, like even a normal board will do, but I like to use my kitchen platform. It really makes work easier. And then we're going to make roll it out to 1 inch thickness, and then I'm going to use a cookie cutter like this, and I'm going to cut. I'm getting about 7 at a time, so I'm going to cut 7 of these little hearts. Now I've also preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Now I've lined a baking tray with some parchment paper or baking paper. Now we're going to again knead the dough, again roll it out in the same way. Again we're going to cut 7 hearts. But this time we're going to use the smallest heart mold, and cut little hearts in the center of each of these hearts. You can also bake these little hearts. In fact, at the end of this recipe, you will see my daughter Ira. She was very innovative with it. She just added a little bit of pink gel food color into a little bit of the dough, and she cut out these little hearts, and then we baked them. Of course, you have to bake those for just 160 degrees for just about 5 minutes, because they really bake very fast, but they looked so pretty. So in this way, you're going to put all of this on the baking tray, and we're going to bake this in our preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 5 to 7 minutes. Keep an eye. The minute they start turning golden brown in color, just switch off your oven. And then we're going to let them cool completely. So, here an iron rack will really help. So just transfer them onto the iron rack when they cool down. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of jam. Now I have mixed fruit jam, which is my favorite and my family's favorite. Just dab a little in the middle. Just press the other heart, take off the excess. And Your jam-filled cookies or biscuits are ready. Now you can sprinkle a little bit of, or just dust some icing sugar. But what I like to do is I just like to put a little bit of regular sugar on the jam. It looks really pretty. So in this way, we're going to make all the rest of it. Now I got exactly, I think about 16 or 18 of I got 16 cookies in total with the amount that I used. So here I've just sprinkled a little bit of regular sugar, and that makes them look so very pretty and dainty. Now to make them make them look even more beautiful, what I did is I just used some cupcake holders and I put them in them, and they look even more pretty. And that way you can even store them. They do have a long shelf life.